In this video, I will be going over my custom Kitbash Starlord. Now, I had a reference picture for this one. It was a concept art picture, and I just kind of went from there. And I had some of the parts I used are from Marvel Select Starlord, like the boots and the feet and the guns. And the other parts of the body are from, this is Volume 2 Starlord. This little backpack is from the Select Starlord. And the base body is from the Entertainment Earth Starlord. I really like that figure a lot, but he had the same problem as Ghost Rider, and he was too big. He was too big for my liking. Like, I wanted him to be a lot, not shorter, but just the legs, and he didn't have the articulation. Like, I gave this one, I used some joints from the Udon Taskmaster legs, which is not the Udon Taskmaster, just that regular Taskmaster from the Onslaught Wave. If you know about that figure, he has a swivel at the base of his ankle. So I just wanted to give this figure that so he could have better ankle pivot. But yeah, a lot of the parts from the Select Starlord I had to heavily modify. Like the legs, the back of the legs are black because I originally tried to do something and I was doing too much. And I swapped. These Select boots didn't have the right peg, so I had to Dremel them out. I had to hollow them out a lot with the Dremel just to get them to fit over the peg of the back of this leg. That's why it's black. Yeah, this figure came out really dope too. It came out a lot better than I thought, and the Select guns look really good in his hands too. I didn't think they were going to look that good. I didn't think a lot of this stuff was going to come together the way it did. Most of my kit bashers are like that. I get to kit bashing and I'm putting parts together and I don't think they're going to come out good, and they end up coming out good. And I do have the Select head. The Select head doesn't look bad on here, but I like this one a lot more. I like this one mostly because you don't see it that much. You don't see this head that much on the Starlord. They went with the MCU look with his hair out, and to me, for space travel or for being in space, him having his hair out just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, his articulation remains the same. I don't have too much to worry about. Articulation is the same. Still has the double jointed knees, a deep bend on the knee too. For the ankles, I might be able to get them to swivel. I don't know, but they still rock and they still pivot and do everything they're supposed to do. I don't think the way I angled them, yeah, I can't get them to swivel right now. I have to break them loose. But the way I angled him, he gets his ankle rocker. That's pretty much all I was going for. And then it shortened him up a little bit too. I cut a bit off the back of the boot. Like, this boot went higher. It had two. Well, you can't even see it. Like right here, it had two right here. It had two up here. So I pretty much just cut that off. You can kind of see it right there. I just cut that off to go around the back, just to make him sit, because he was too tall. Like, he was as tall as the Select Gamora, if you have that one. He was as tall as that, and that was too tall. She's okay height, but I didn't want her to be. I didn't want him to be that tall, because then he'd be taller than Drax, and I don't think he's taller than Drax. I'm thinking about swapping the arms for more like jacketed arms. I know he has a suit on top. Like, this suit he's wearing is a jacket anyway, but I might swap the arms so they look more like the vest. I don't know. I like this vest though from Volume 2 Starlord, and also the belt and the skirt is from this figure originally, the EE Starlord. I just cut the little skirt off because I didn't like the way the skirt looked with the vest. But yeah, full articulation and full articulation, he retains it all because I didn't want to well, I like my figures to be articulated, but I didn't want him to look too much different. I wanted him to be different but not look different from the Guardians gang, because I have a few different Guardians that I use in my Guardians display from different lines, because I don't like Marvel, the Entertainment Earth set was okay, but I didn't like Drax. I didn't like Groot, Rocket, and Gamora. I didn't like those three. My favorite from the set was Drax and Starlord, this one. But with the Starlord, I didn't like the legs. That's what prompted me to make this custom, is because I didn't like the legs he came with. I didn't take nothing else. Yeah, I didn't like the legs he came with, so I wanted to swap them out. And then as far as the Groot goes, it was just the MCU Bath Groot, and it didn't fit well with the way I wanted my Groot to look. So that's why I used the Marvel Select one. And that Marvel Select Groot is phenomenal. I digest. This figure is amazing. I really like this figure a lot. Even though I still have some paint to do and some washes to add, this figure still looks phenomenal. He looks like he's ready to steal everything within his reach and shoot his way out, you know? He just looks really good. He looks amazing. Like, I didn't think this figure was going to come out this way. And I might paint the mask. Whoa, I dropped it. I might paint the mask like gunmetal and re-hit that with orange. I might, just to give it a shine. But yeah, this figure it's pretty dope. It's amazing. I like this figure a lot. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you like it, if you don't, if you want to see more about it, go to my Instagram. I have a lot of pictures of it on my Instagram. More detailed pictures anyway. So if you want to see more of my stuff, more of my customs, please follow my Instagram. The link is on my page.